Any advice that you would like to give to people who are aspiring entrepreneurs, especially when it comes to um, putting a business plan in place, how to go about raising capitals, and we're talking about a timeline where it's a bit very difficult to be able to start on your own, given the funding winter and many other conversations that we're all looking at. Any thoughts on that?
Absolutely. I mean, the first advice is if you have an idea, your idea is only as good as you implement it. So get started. You will refine the idea. You will never have a perfect business plan from day one, right? So don't wait for that day. Just get started. It is a continuous process. Your idea, your customers, everybody look at things. You're trying to solve a problem which has not been solved. So the solution is new as well. So work with people who are facing that problem and solve it and see if it can be a scalable solution. Don't sit in a corner of your house and build up a solution and say, now I'm going to go sell this to multiple people. Work with the owners of the problem and create a solution that they're ready to pay for. And if it's a scalable problem, you've hit jackpot, right? On building organizations and raising capital, I've had always this view that build a fundamentally strong business so you don't have to worry about raising capital. Raising
Mm.
capital is only a function of accelerating your business. What can be done in 5 years? Can it be done in 12 months now? Which is exactly why somebody is putting money. And I've had this question being asked by investors quite often in conversations saying, you're asking for 2 million, I'll give you 4 million. Can you do the whole thing in 6 months? It's not how businesses are built. Uh,
Correct.
right? So, which is why the whole question of profitability comes into play even today for most of the startups in the startup ecosystem, not just
Sure.
in India but across. So, build fundamentally strong, valuable business. The best advice that has been given to me during this comes from my business partner's father-in-law. He's been running his own business for many years. So I took a Uber from my house in Bangalore to my friend's house, and I got off the car, and he was standing there. He said, "Oh, startup founders, and you guys took Uber, huh? How much did you spend?" So I said, $250. He said, "So how are you going to make that $250 by the end of the day?" He said, if you're
Wow.
walking out with 10 rupees that you're spending and you're not going back home with 11 rupees, you're not thinking like a businessman. And that was very powerful, right? You tend to think about unit economics on a day-to-day basis. It helps you drive your business. So that has been the best advice that I got, and I can pass it on to somebody who's building a business.
Fantastic.